Darkness behind, the world ahead, and there are many paths to tread through shadow to the edge of night.
Favorite Hobbit. I don't have one favorite Hobbit, I have two, and it's Merry and Pippin because I think that they're the best of the Hobbits. Like, I think Sam gets too clingy, and I think Frodo ends up being a whiny little bitch. I know he has the ring, but know what? Whiny little Hobbit. Okay, so then there's that. Merry Pippin, my favorite. Question 2. Favorite location? Rivendell. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I want to live in Rivendell. I want to be an elf. I want to live in Rivendell. I want to be Arwen. I want to live in Rivendell and be Arwen. Least favorite location? Mordor or Helm's Deep? Best meal? Oh, was Eowyn's stew. The thing she serves, I don't know if it's in the actual version because all I own is really I own all the director's cuts. I don't remember if it's in the regular cut, but in Two Towers, Eowyn makes stew, and it's like this most disgusting thing. And Aragorn's just like, oh yeah, sure, I'll try it. Oh no, no, die. And I think that's just the best thing. I don't know, it is, but really though, the elven bread is the best. I want some. I wish it was real. I mean, it's probably just like water crackers or something. I don't know. Next question. Favorite weapon? The sword that was broken. So Aragorn's sword, the sword of the heir of Gondor. That's my favorite. Favorite song? Soundtrack to performed on screen. I love that song that Billy Boyd sings to Denethor when I think it's in Return of the King, and it's just so, oh, it makes me cry. It actually makes me cry. Film you've seen the most times is Return of the King. I love that movie more than anything. Originally it was Fellowship of the Ring because I really enjoyed the director's cut of that one too. I think that one just tells so much more of the story than just the regular cuts. And then the one that I've watched this one the most recently, but not like overall. But Two Towers is, I like it, but it's not my favorite. Best use of magic or supernatural gifts. Um, wow, I'm so ridiculous. I really think Gandalf's whistle, when Gandalf the White calls to Shadowfax to come, and it's a really weird whistle. I'm so weird. Number 9. Favorite member of the Fellowship? Aragorn. End of story. Aragorn. Also because he's Viggo Mortensen. Okay, next question. Favorite man? Faramir, because I think he's just really misunderstood. I like Faramir. And so does Awen. Huh. Alright, 11. Favorite horse? Shadowfax. Or, what's his horse's name? Aragorn has this horse that he gets, in the stable, the really crazy horse, and it, like, finds him on the river bank, and he's just like, oh, good horse. And the horse is just like, get off! But yeah, I like those two horses. Least favorite sound or sound effect? Okay, so maybe it's just on my DVD. My DVDs are sort of old now, and aren't everybody's if you own the Lord of the Rings, unless you have Blu-ray. But there's this weird sound that the Nazgul and the trolls make, and it really annoys me. And then halfway through, like the troll making his and it just pauses, and it's really weird. I don't know why it does it, and it bothers me so much. It's my least favorite thing in the world. So next question, 14. A scene that always makes you laugh. This is not the line, but it's the scene when they're like, whenever anyone goes into Fangorn Forest, everyone's reaction is somewhere along the lines of, "Oh shit, talking tree." So yeah, that's how that works. Alright, so 15. The 50th dresser, Arwen. She has the most awesome dresses, and the only person who even comes close to her is Eowyn, who also has really awesome dresses. And you know what? She pretends to be a man. What? The ugliest orcs, or Uruk-hai. My whole thing is, aren't all of them supposed to be, scary or ugly? Aren't they all supposed to be? But there's particularly that one in 3, and he's like the lumpy head, and the thing almost falls on him during the fight outside Gondor. 17. A scene that makes you cringe, disgust, fear, cheeriness, whatever. So for me, it's like cringe and disgust and like ooh. Is when Gollum bites his, his finger off. It really bothers me because it's just like, oh, I don't know why, it just really does. I have a thing when ones get taken off. So can be just. 18. Best fight sequence, Helm's Deep, without a question. I think Helm's Deep is like the most like, I've watched these like special features and stuff, and they had to do so much work to those guys, and I guess they also had to do it for the Gondor fight, but that one's really good. I really like Helm's Deep, even though I don't like Two Towers. I guess I decided to pick it. Worst fight sequence. I was being a smartass and said the one when everyone dies, and there is that one. It's in Two Towers. 20. If you were from Middle Earth, where would you live? I said Rivendell because duh, I want to live in Rivendell. And then I said either Rohan, and then my other two options were Rohan or Gondor because human. I don't like being human. I want to be like something cool. 21. The best death scene. Try saying that 10 times fast. Gollum, because he's just like, he's reunited with his precious. He's just like, my precious. Actually, let me demonstrate with Max. This is going to be the ring. He's just like, I got my ring back, my precious. Dead. The worst death scene is Boromir's, and it's just so violent. It's like, the whole thing has lots of violence in it, but it's just like, he just gets shot over and over again with arrows, like, and there's, who knows what's on those arrows, because some Uruk-hai was just like, you know, and unfortunately he did deserve it. I mean, he tried to steal the ring and kill Frodo. 23. Worst decision made by one of the characters. Oh, another one where I'm being a smartass is, you know that time when Gandalf could have called the Eagles and flew them to Mordor? That time. That was a really bad decision. The saddest casualty or collateral damage. When Theoden died. So, favorite overall character in the series. Again, like my favorite member of the Fellowship is also my favorite character in the series, so Aragorn, and that's because he is a Bam. Character you wish had been featured in the movies. I haven't fully read the book, so there's not a character like I'm just like, oh, yeah. I guess I could say Tom Bombadil because he was the only one who I really know about from who wasn't in the movies, but like they did incorporate him a little bit with Treebeard. But the only thing I wish that they had put in the movies is in the book, Saruman, his cloak turns to rainbows, sort of like that's the best I can describe it, but it turns to rainbows when he like he trades sides or something, and I wish they had put that in the movie because it would have been really awesome to see Christopher Lee in a rainbow cloak. Okay, so 28. A scene that always makes you cry. Anything with Faramir, especially, it's not really in the regular cut, but in the director's cut of Return of the King, there's the, scene with Faramir and Eowyn at the, what's it called? It's like the Fountains of Healing or something, or it's something I can't remember, and they're just together, and it's so sweet, and it makes me so, like, emotional and sad and happy at the same time, because they both get something that they want and that they deserve, and, yeah. Whatever tickles your fancy. The director's cuts, they're my favorite thing in the world. I could watch them all day. I actually have watched them all day, and like I go through and watch all the special features, and I found all of the Easter eggs, and oh, they just make me really happy, and I really like the director's cuts, and I'm really happy they released them, and yeah. I also really enjoy the costumes. The costuming is so fantastic. Favorite scene from the trilogy. So one of my favorite scenes, I have so many favorite scenes. I mean, it's long. It's 3 movies, and they're long movies. But my oh, it actually comes from Two Towers. But it's the scene where Eowyn is trying to guess Aragorn's age because Theoden like told her that Aragorn had fought with her grandfather, and she's just like, that would make you 60, 70. You can't be 80. And then Aragorn's just like really smug, like 87. I'm 87.